So, Coach, it seems like this season has been quite a bit of an improvement this year,
Yep.
especially with guys like Tyler Hall, Marcus Colbert really stepping up for you. What are your thoughts on the season thus far?
Well, last year was a tough year, and the job was open for a reason, and you know it. And the guys gave us everything they had last year, but obviously we needed to make improvements, and we've gone up from 12th to middle of the pack, which is something that excites us, but at the same time doesn't satisfy us. So we've made a stride, but we've got a long way to go because there's still, this year, Montana and Weber are a lot better than everybody else.
The top four seeds get a bye in Reno. Obviously, that's something that it seems like a lot of teams are kind of gunning for. Is that something that you kind of penciled in this year? Like, hey, maybe we can achieve that goal?
No, that wasn't one that was on the docket. Just because I thought Eastern. I thought there were 3 or 4 teams that were had pulled away from the league, and I thought getting into the top 6 was a goal that I wanted to shoot for and things. And if it fell into the 4th place and get that's fine. But I thought, having games important late in February, having games important in March was something that we haven't faced in a while, and something that was more of a goal than anything, keep this team improving to build for next year.
How have your guys kind of embraced that, having these important games later
I think
on?
it's been really good. I think we've had improvement. Guys that weren't necessarily playing at the start of the year now, role players that are factors in our team. I think the guys are excited. I think it's changed the way we coach, having Reno coming up, because we've developed Najee and Sambo on our team because we know we need numbers to survive 3 or 4 days in Reno. So it's changed the way you coach as opposed to try to qualify knowing you're going and knowing you need depth to survive.
Talk a little bit about Tyler Hall. He's obviously a newcomer to the league, but he's just tearing it up. Where did you find this guy?
Well, his family friend, and as AAU coach, been a great friend of mine for a long time, so I've known about him, started recruiting him when I was at Oregon, and when I got the job, he was the first player I went to see, saying, hey, everywhere we've been that we've been able to turn around a program, some better players had to say I do, and we've had that player, and I wanted him to be that guy, and he stuck with it and said this is what he wanted to do, was build a program, and he certainly exceeded my expectations as a freshman, and I think he's got a bright future, and someone, I think Randy said it today, someone that's as exciting as when Damian Lillard come into the league. He certainly, a lot of people in our area come to see him play because of his talents.
Marcus Colbert seems to be the wheel that drives the engine of Montana State. Talk a little bit about his play this year.
Marcus is one of those guys that just, won't run away from adversity. He just faces it, keeps fighting. He's everything you want in a guy that sets the tone of your team. I think part of Tyler's success has contributed to Marcus's taking some of the handling the presses, handling the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game. He set Tyler up for easier shots. Marcus should take a lot of satisfaction in Tyler's year, but having said that, you can bite Marcus in a game. You know he's going to come back. You know he's going to fight. He may not always play well, but his effort's going to be 110% for a full 40 minutes.
How's the fan base in Bozeman embraced your all's improvement?
Well, we're up 1,100 people a game, so we're up around 2,700 a game, so that's been exciting. We had a quirk in this year's schedule where we only play 11 home games, 2 non-conference games, so that's had our fans get into our program late. And that's something we're addressing for next year. But the excitement's been great. I wouldn't be shocked to see us around 3,000 both home games that end the year, and it's certainly parlayed into interest in Reno, and our fans will be showing up there. I have a great feel for that too.
What are you guys going to have to do to finish strong as we head into the conference tournament?
Well, you guys, the league didn't do us any favors with Montana Weber on the road back-to-back, and then Idaho State's probably been as surprising a team as we've had, and Bill's a great coach and throws some quirks at you, and then we've got Northern Colorado and North Dakota at home to end it. So as far as the last 5 games, I'm not sure anyone's had a tougher game. It's prepare us, but we should be ready for this. This is the time of year you got to play everybody, and this is something we got to do and be ready to handle.
Last question. What are your thoughts on the conference tournament going to Reno? Are you excited? Are you ready to get down there and everything?
I am, because I was one of the people that really wanted to push for it. I think our league is taken a big step up this year. You know, the bottom teams are now up towards the top, and there's no given wins on this in the conference play. I think it's going to make for an exciting thing. I think, you know, day 2 of the conference tournament, there could be some upsets with some teams that had gotten byes that are playing teams coming off wins. I think it could be a very sticky situation, but I think a chance to really showcase our league that has a chance, in my opinion, to be a great league next year because a lot of teams have their best players returning.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.